Hi, I'm Neve. This 5-minute video is going to be based on the upper body and some stretches that can help to release out the neck, the arms, and the upper back. So just get yourself, first of all, in a very comfortable and relaxed seat in any chair. So you can have a chair with arms beside it or free, just as long as you're comfortable. I want you to sit back into your chair, so hips to the very back. If you can close down the eyes, but if you feel keeping your eyes open is much more helpful, then that's completely fine. But start just to take 2 to 3 full and long breaths in through the nose, letting your chest, your ribcage expand, and as you exhale, softening the upper body, letting the shoulders relax. One more inhale. And exhale. And if you feel you need one more, go ahead and take that breath. I'm going to guide you through a little bit of neck release. So like I said before, just give yourself a comfortable position in the chair so that you've got loads of space to roll the shoulders away from the ears. And then when you're ready, on your next breath in, I want you to lift your chin up slightly. And then as you exhale, you're going to draw your right ear towards your right shoulder. Now you don't want your left shoulder to come up. You want to keep both shoulders nice and square and just allow that stretch to happen across the left side of the neck. If you feel you could go a little bit further here, you could take your peace fingers of your right hand and very gently press down onto the left side of the head. But just be mindful of how that feels across your neck, and if it's a little bit too much, you can just come back to holding the ear close towards the shoulder. Just taking 2 more breaths here. Breathing in and out through the nose. As you breathe in, come back up towards center. And then as you exhale, tuck your chin into your chest. Again, relax the shoulders. And usually when we start to stretch out the back of the neck, the chest wants to collapse. So try to stay tall within your seat. Just tuck the chin to the chest. And that way you start to isolate the stretch at the back of the neck a little bit more. Now, if this is comfortable and you want to take a little bit more of a stretch, I want you to interlock your fingers, bring the hands behind the base of the head. And again, you can just kind of press down, but not kind of tugging the head, just kind of helping the stretch more than anything. One more breath here. And then release your hands back towards your lap. Lift up again through your head as you breathe in. As you exhale, this time taking left ear to left shoulder, just to stretch out now through the right side of the neck. Same again, this might be plenty, just release the shoulders. But if you want a little bit more, take your peace fingers of your left hand and very softly allow some heaviness to come onto the side of the head. Not pulling, but just very gently starting now to lengthen that right side of the neck slightly more. One more breath here as you are. And release your hand back towards your lap, lift up through your head, give the shoulders a really decent shrug or circle, just whatever you're craving. And then we're just going to do a couple of seated twists. You can lift your arms up if you want to, or you can just hold onto your knees. But either way, I want you to take a big breath in, lift your chest, draw the shoulders down. And on your exhale, you're going to twist towards the right side. So left hand towards right knee, and then your right hand can either go towards the arm of your chair or to the back of your chair for some extra support. But again, lifting up with the breath in and twisting maybe a little deeper on the exhale. Try not to lean too far back here. Really lovely one to release out the top part of your back. One more breath. Then on your inhale, come back to center, reset, lift up. And as you exhale, over towards the left side. So right hand to left knee, and then left hand either at the back of your chair or on the arm of your chair, lifting up with each inhale that you have. And then as you exhale, maybe twisting the chest around a little bit more. You want to keep your hips facing forwards here to get the most out of the twist. One more breath. Now you're going to keep your right arm reaching over to the left here. You can lift it away from your knee, but you're going to hook now your left elbow underneath the right arm and give that arm a squeeze across the chest until you feel a stretch happening here at the back of your shoulder, at the back of your arm. And then if this feels good and you want a little bit more, you can take your left forearm a little bit closer towards your right wrist, and that'll help to bring the arm across a little bit tighter. And then think about turning your head now towards the right side. Breathing in, breathing out. Then return your head back towards center on your inhale. Release the arm. Give it a little bit of movement. And then we'll switch sides. So you're going to take your left arm across to the right, hook your right elbow underneath, and then gently guide the arm across the body. Try to keep the arm as straight as possible here, but just do what feels good. And then if that feels really good, you can take your right forearm a little closer to the wrist so that this arm becomes a little tighter to the chest. Make sure you've got plenty of room here to breathe across your neck, and then you can start to turn your head to the left. One more breath here. Then when you're ready, come back to center with your head. Release the arms. Once again, give yourself a little bit of movement. And that is it for the quick 5-minute upper body stretch. Thank you.